What if I told you that Auburn football is about to start running the ball again? Hmm. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Frazier, and welcome to Water Cooler Talk Sports. If this is your first time here around the water cooler, man, thank you so much. Hit the like button, share the video, comment on the video. If you have not already, please hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,100 subscribers before the end of 2025. If you are a returning viewer and this is your 100th, 50th, 20th, 25th, however many of time watching us here at Water Cooler Talk, thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Like the video, share, and comment on the video, man. And also, you're watching this video on Christmas. So Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope you have a great day. Hope you're having a happy holidays and a joyous festive season, man. So we appreciate y'all so much. Let's get into the topic for today. Man, Joel Gordon, a new offensive coordinator for Auburn football, had a nice interview with War Eagle Plus. And he kind of sat down and kind of set the base standards of what you are going to see with an Auburn offense underneath his direction and Alex Golesh. He said the base is to score a lot of points, is what they want to do. Score a lot of points is what they want to do, and a non-negotiable is running the football. Man, how many times have we been saying that this past season as Auburn fans? Run the football. Run the football. You know, when we talk about running the football, it's not just we just want to hand the ball off every single time that you're on the football field. And he acknowledged that in his interview. He basically said in his interview, and I'm gonna read the quote. This is the quote. He said, if you want to be a good football team that has a chance to win championships, you've got to be able to run the ball. Here's the important part of this quote. You've got to be able to run the ball late in the year. And I'm gonna add something to that. This is not his that's the end quote, but I'm gonna add something to that. I'm gonna add my own little part to that. You've got to be able to run the ball in critical situations in games to where you can close games. That's what you have to be able to do. And when we talk about running the ball, that's what we mean. In certain situations, when the game, when you're reading the game, when you're feeling how the game is going, you have to know that right here, if I can drain 5 minutes off the clock, if I can drain 7 minutes off the clock, if I have a reliable back in the backfield that I can hand the ball off to, that can get me that if he averaging 5-6 yards a carry, if he can get me that or 3 or 4 yards per carry, that's a win in my book. I have this saying when I'm playing college football 26 or college football 25. I still got both of them downloaded, so don't judge me. When I'm playing it, I always say if I get 2 to 3 yards on first down, or if I get 2 to 3 yards rushing on first and second down, that's a win in my book. That's how I look at it. That's a win. Because now if I get 2 to 3 yards on first down, second down, I'm looking at a 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. Now I can run the ball again. And if I get another 2 to 3 yards on that, now I'm looking at 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, and I'm saying, that's more manageable than 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 11 or 3rd and 13, which is what Auburn was in a lot of last year when you didn't run the ball on first down. Here's the thing. I'm so excited about this because when you look at this offense, everybody that watches this offense, they always talk about how this offense is so spread out. They're going to throw the ball all over the yard. It's about to be highlights. No, at the core of this offense, they want to run the football. Now, with it being so spread out, it gives you matchup advantages inside the box. If you don't know what the box is anything from the line of scrimmage to 5 to 7 yards, and 7 is being generous from the line of scrimmage from where the ball is, and anything 2 yards outside of the last minute of the line of scrimmage. That is the box. That's what the box is on the line of scrimmage. And the less people that you have in that box, the more people you can spread out, the more people you can put in conflict, i.e., nickelbacks, i.e., outside linebackers, when you spread them out that far, you have the numbers and the advantage to run the ball on the inside with zone read, counter, gap scheme, whatever you want to do, man blocking, duo blocks, whatever you want. You have the numbers at that particular time to run the football because it's almost a cheat code. And now, when you do that, you make the defense have to respect or make a decision if they want to put people in that area to stop the run. And when that happens, guess what? Because you have split so wide, now you're more likely going to have one-on-one matchups on the outside to where you can throw the ball. It's so complicated, it's simple. That's what it is. So complicated, it's simple. Now, he did say that they want to play fast, they want to play with tempo, and they want to put as much pressure on the defense for 60 minutes in the game and make them uncomfortable. And we're going to run the football. You've got to run the football. How do you put pressure on a defense by running the football? I just told you. When you have those wide splits, it makes the defense, it makes you put pressure on the defense. It makes the defense have to defend every single piece of grass. It makes them have to defend all 10 yards. It makes them have to defend all 53 and a third yards wide horizontally. And it makes them have to defend everything vertically down the field. That's what it does. And when you have an offense like this that can do that, you're going to run the ball. You're going to have a lot of advantages inside the box. And even when it just comes to just throwing the football, you're going to have a lot of advantages. Something that he said was that what they did in totality at USF was unique in totality from what he knew walking in the door. Because from the way it sounded as if each year they added something new to the offense that wasn't there the year before. That's what it sounded like. And it sounds as if they look at it each year, they reevaluate what it is that this offense is. And this moves into my next point, the players on the roster and how it fits around their strips. When we talked about quarterback a little bit in that right there, and they asked about why how does the quarterback fit in this? And basically the quarterback is a variable in this whole situation. You know, it's important. The quarterback is important to how the offense looks. Gordon said that's basically what he kind of said. That's not a quote. He said Gordon basically saying the core principles will stay intact of what the offense is, but the details will be designed. The details around the roster and mainly the quarterback would be different. So basically, if you have a quarterback that has strengths at running the football, we're going to find a way to make you a part of the offense to where you can run the football. Now, we don't want to now they're not going to want to run him to the detriment to where it can end up injuring him. I'm pretty sure they understand that moving to the power forward level and moving up in classification of competition, you don't want to run a quarterback that much, but you want to have a quarterback that's mobile enough that if the play breaks down or for some reason the offensive line can't hold up on that particular play, they have to be mobile enough to get outside the pocket and be able to scramble and make a play and get you a first down. How many times this year did we watch Jackson Arnold just sit in the pocket and take a sack and not be able to feel the pressure behind him? How many times did we see that? We saw it enough to where a lot of people was like, man, he just not feeling it. He just don't have it today. He just don't have it today. He don't have it. The thing is, that's what we have to do. And he also alluded to the fact of, if we have a quarterback that can throw the football, we're going to tailor the offense more to that, which basically means that we may have to have multiple running backs in the backfield that we can hand the ball off to that can be our workhorse. If we have a running quarterback, maybe we don't have to have that many guys in the backfield because now we have an extra runner as a quarterback that has the ability to run. He's an extra runner that can get us those yards, And it'll still be nice to have those extra backs in the backfield because you're going to need them because it's the SEC. You're going to need them and things and stuff like that. But what I took from it was the non-negotiable in this offense is going to be Auburn is going to run the football. It's not going to look like, and I want to, it's not going to look like it did in the early 2000s when you line it up in I formation or offset I and you handed it off on 24 dive or 24 counter. It's not going to look like that. It's going to look very, very, and it may not even look as exotic as some people may think it is. It'll be some inside zone. You'll see some gap scheme combination, some gap scheme principles in there. You'll see some duo man blocking principles in there. You may see some trap principles in there. But what the thing is, what I'm excited about is getting creative getting creative with the run game and not just trying to find a way to get creative throwing the football. That's what I'm excited about. And just from hearing him speak about this, I am excited about Auburn getting back to that and the foundation of Auburn football being running the football. Because as he stated, if you want to play for championships, you have to be able to run the ball late in the season. And I can't wait for it, man. I'm excited, bro. I can't wait. Tell me what you think about it in the comments, man. Make sure you following us on Twitter at CoolestPod23, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Water Cooler Talk. And if you haven't subscribed here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button here on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this on Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and your family, man. I hope you have a great day. If you're watching it after Christmas, happy belated Christmas or merry belated Christmas to you as well, man. But I hope you have a great day, man. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be blessed. I'll see you on the next time. Y'all be easy.